This is one night in Fukuoka with a Tokyo DJ. All right, I am back in Fukuoka. Tonight I'm DJing at a bar/club called Visionz. It's their anniversary party. It's a little smaller than the usual clubs I play at, but I know the owners and they wanted to bring me out, so how could I say no? It's Fukuoka. I love the ramen out here. And this video is going to be a little different than my usual videos. I'm going to show you what it's like being a Tokyo-based DJ, going to another city in Japan, and only having one night. These trips tend to be quite short. I fly in the late afternoon and I leave the next morning. It's always a little crazy, but it's a lot of fun. But I do not have a lot of time. So the first thing I want to do is get a little bit of culture in. And now I'm here at Kego Shrine. This shrine actually closes at 6 p.m. So I only got 15 minutes to check this out, but it should be enough. It's fairly small, but it is really well maintained and is right in the center of the city. It's quite a unique spot and it's easy to go shopping, get a little bit of culture in, and then go party. Okay, so a lot of people come to Fukuoka for the ramen, and most people are familiar with Ichiran. Everybody lines up for Ichiran, but I'm gonna take you to a different ramen shop, but much less of a wait, and I think actually a little bit better. So let's go do that right now. Fukuoka is known for its tonkotsu ramen, but for me, that type of ramen is really heavy, and I don't enjoy having that really heavy ramen before a DJ set. It just sits weird. Before a show, I like to do those lighter ramens, and dashi ramen is kind of a fishy, sort of very light ramen. And it's the Hakata style, which is the thin noodles. So if you're looking for a lighter ramen, these type of ramen shops are great. And these are great because they're just like local people running these shops. They're not these big chains. You don't have crazy lines. Everyone there is Japanese. It feels very authentic and it's very good. Now tonight's booking is what they call an impact booking. An impact booking is when a nightclub, small bar, or live hall of some sorts will book a DJ or a live act to try and make a splash. And in the case of the place tonight, they've booked me, which is cool, of course. It's a small place, but sometimes the intimate, smaller bars can be a lot of fun because you get to party up close and personal with the people that come out, the fans, or just people that want to party, that want to come out and see you or whatever. So the vibes are usually pretty fun, actually. All right, I got my coffee. Now back to the hotel. I got literally 15 minutes to go over my set and then head to this bar/club and do a quick sound check before it's time for dinner with the promoters. Back to the hotel. So the hotel I'm staying at for this gig is the Hotel Grandolce. This is basically your standard Japanese business hotel. The rooms in this hotel may be the smallest rooms I've ever stayed in Japan. That's saying a lot because I've stayed in very small ones. It's crazy small and also not that cheap. The prices of hotels in Fukuoka have increased dramatically over the years. I remember I used to come out here and I'd get a room for like maybe 9,000 yen. Now it's like staying at APA or Unizo or any of those chain business hotels. It can be pretty expensive. There's literally business hotels down the street over here that are going for 30,000 yen. Now I know if it's the weekend, it's gonna be more, but I think it's mostly an influx of tourism into Fukuoka. So that could be what's increasing the hotel prices. But for me, it's good because, you know, the nightclubs are more packed and more full of young travelers that want to party. And that's obviously who I'm talking to right now when I make these videos. Now with these kinds of gigs, I'm getting booked primarily because of the music that I produce, the music that I put out, stuff that I make in my studio and I release on the big labels. That's primarily why I'm getting booked. Also, probably they want me to make some content to promote the venue, which I'm totally happy to do as well. You know, I love to share some of these really cool, unique underground spots with people watching my content on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. But it makes it a little tricky for me when I plan out my sets, get the music ready. I don't know exactly what I need to play. I mean, I know for sure I need to play my music, but I've been producing music for a long time, almost 20 years, maybe more. And I've been in Japan for a long time, and a lot of people know some of my older music as well. So it's a bit of a challenge because I have to play to those people who are going to be coming, but also probably some of the casual people that have no idea who I am. They just see a foreigner walking into a club/bar. So I'm going to play a lot of my new stuff, some stuff I haven't released yet. And then I guess some classics, and in between, as the glue, some more commercial sounding dance music. I think that's gonna be the move for tonight, but I gotta figure it out because I only have literally 15 minutes to review this, prep it a little bit, and then head to the sound check. Wish me luck. Here we go, second anniversary, let's go.
Let's go.
Bartender, bartender.
Bartender, yeah. Visionz bartender.
一番美味しいカクテルは？
一番美味しいカクテル。全部美味しい。
全部美味しい。Okay, わかりました。Here we go. Visionz Hybrid Studio ね。Okay, I am here with the owner of the bar, but he also does several things. ちょっと自己紹介できますか？
英語で？
日本語でいいよ。英語でもいいよ。
My name is Teppei On. I am videographer.
Okay.
In Fukuoka.
That's right. I've known him for several years. A lot of times when I would come into Fukuoka, he used to take photos and videos during the COVID and pre-COVID era. So it's nice to, reconnect, of course. And if he asked me to come out to Fukuoka, I cannot say no. Let's get some meat. So dinner with the promoters is done, also sound check is done, and tonight is a good reason why I do sound check. The gear was a little, well, it's like the home DJ gear. So it's not really like the proper nightclub DJ gear. So a lot of the stuff I use a lot of visuals during my DJ set. I have a lot of crazy edits, and sometimes that DJ gear just does not work very well with reading certain USBs or SD cards. And in my case, it wasn't able to read some of my stuff. So I'll be able to DJ fine, but I won't be able to get too fancy with it. And my buddy Qwerty, the resident DJ at Ibiza, hit me up and said, hey, yo, let's do a surprise B2B DJ set at his club tonight after I finish. So that's gonna be super cool. I gotta keep that quiet though. Don't wanna spoil that on my social medias. So as soon as I finish Visionz, I gotta run off to Ibiza. Thankfully, it's not too far. But that pretty much guarantees tonight is gonna be absolutely wild, jam-packed, not much sleep. Now on these tours, I try to hit the gym as much as I can, try to balance all the calories that I have to drink. So right now I'm gonna hit Anytime Fitness, which thankfully is all over Japan. And if you have a membership with them, you can go to any of the gyms, and they have one right over here. All right, it is time to head out to Visionz. This is the first stop because now we're going to Ibiza secretly after this set. And I got the Ukon Chikara. If you haven't seen my videos when I talk about this, this is the Japanese anti-hangover drink. I mean, I don't know if it works when I know that it's likely to be a heavy night, and tonight is likely to be a very heavy night. Cheers. Special guest, Qwerty! Qwerty actually surprised me during his set. That was like a Christmas surprise, I would say. じゃあこれからIbizaね。Ibiza. Let's get out of here. Let's go. We are back in Tenjin. Tenjin's the place. Woo! Tenjin is the place to be. Better than yours. All right, let's get in the club. Wow. Thank you. That was crazy. You really took my night in Fukuoka to the absolute next level. I don't do many B2B sets, and it's a bit like good practice for me. Like, oh, what is he playing? Okay, I got 15 seconds to figure out the next song. I'm like, you know? So that was good practice. Thank you so much. Again, follow Qwerty on Instagram. He is the king down here in Fukuoka. He has the most popular nightclub called Ibiza. They also have another club called Gecko. They have another club called Gecko and Cats. So check, if you don't want to go to Ibiza, check out Cats. They have hip hop. Hip hop. So check those clubs out. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, Qwerty put me in a taxi, and I'm back near my hotel, and I'm a little bit hungry, and there's a lot of great gyudon beef bowl options. Right behind me here is Yoshinoya, but it's not my favorite beef bowl spot. My favorite is Sukiya, mostly because you can get the small cheese beef bowl, and you can put Tabasco sauce, and we're gonna get that right now. All right, I got the bag from Sukiya. It is the gyudon with cheese and Tabasco. You can get it in a small size, which is what I like to do, to just have a little bit of rice, a little less carb. And it is probably the best item they have at Sukiya, to be honest. I know they have a lot of stuff, but I think pretty much everyone agrees the cheese gyudon is fire, and that's what I'm gonna eat tonight. So I'm gonna smash this, and then smash cut to tomorrow morning. All right, that was one night in Fukuoka. To be honest, that was much crazier than I had expected it to be. I was expecting just a DJ at that small kind of club, bar spot, Visionz, but with Qwerty offering me a special B2B set, that just cranked up the night to a completely different level. If you like this format of video where I just kind of take you behind the scenes, not a whole lot of editing, just the raw experience out here in Japan as a DJ, let me know down in the comments. If you got questions about the nightclubs in Fukuoka, put it down in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. V is out.